Hey guys, Luke Clausen here. You know, as a pro angler, I spent a lot of time on the water, and one of the easiest baits to modify that everybody really has their own way of modifying is a skirted bait. So whether it's a jig, spinnerbait, chatterbait, whatever it may be, a skirted bait is super easy to modify that skirt to do a lot of different things. A few of the things that we'll end up doing with a skirt, or that I end up doing with a skirt, you can take, if you want, especially on a swim jig, if you take and cut the inside out of the skirt, you can thin out a swim jig, and especially with the swim bait trailer now, if you cut the inside of this out here on the bottom of the band, it takes about half the rubber out. So a lot of material is gone, not rubber, silicone rather. But what that does, when you have a swim bait on there, it allows a swim jig to roll side to side a lot easier. You get a lot more action out of your bait. Other things you can do with them, spinnerbait, for example, a lot of times you end up with a longer skirt like this. You can have kind of a tucks and tails look, a tapered look to it by cutting that skirt here on the outside, but leaving the inside to maintain itself. And with that spinnerbait, it really tapers down to a trailer, and you end up with a more uniform look, and you get the flow of the skirt. The skirt's just going to flow a lot better. You also get more water on your trailer. If it's something that has an action to it, getting more water on it's going to allow that trailer to have more action. So trimming the outside of it but yet leaving some of that inside allows more water flow over your bait and more action on your trailer or your spinnerbait. Another thing with a jig, a lot of times a finesse jig that comes, the skirt may be this long out the back. In the spring, I cut it all the way around the collar here, so it's short. It's all the way to the collar. It makes a very compact package. You're going to have a trailer, whether it's a craw or you know, whatever kind of trailer. If you like some sort of chunk, that's going to take, and that whole bait's going to be very streamlined, smaller, more compact, just by cutting the whole top of it away. There's a lot of things you can do with it. There's times we'll trim certain colors out of them. Say the water gets clear and I want to get some of the blue out of there. You can go ahead and pull that out or cut them out. But skirted baits are definitely the easiest bait to modify. Those are some of the things I do. I'm sure there's a lot of other things out there everybody has their preference on, but there are a lot of ways to make that particular bait fit the situation that you're involved in.